Welcome back to the new Shitty Webcomics, brand new, but also the next episode of Shitty Webcomics Weekly.
Welcome back. Welcome back. I love you.
Welcome back.
Our new force catchphrase is what was it? Welcome to
welcome to Shitty Webcomics. I love you.
Or it was fucking not Walmart.
Costco. It was
Costco.
Which is where Frito Pendejo got his law degree, which is technically more impressive than some other internet lawyers that you may know about.
He's a better lawyer than certain other non-practicing internet lawyers.
By the time this video goes up, the internet lawyer we are hinting about could already be dead for all we know. That would be awkward. I feel very bad about that.
Erased. We're not even mentioning his name. His name might be forgotten by history.
Yes.
By time.
Just erased by history. So if we don't actually say Nick Rekieta, people will be like, "Who are you talking about?" It could be literally anyone. 100 years from now, when people are still watching our videos because we've been calling it
successful internet lawyers.
We're the internet lawyers. I'm driving you now, honey. But the getting into the thing. Oh yeah, that's right. Our episodes are brought to you by our subscribe star backers. Donate to become pay pig and to learn the truth. Become a human again. All the other forced catchphrases, which are unironically true, by the way.
That's right. What was the one that we're using? That's the thing, is every time we invent one,
there's so many good ones that we
invent
they're so
two
good,
and we remember one,
and we just forget about them because
seems to be the least impressive.
Yeah,
but last time we recorded these, I came up with a new forced catchphrase that was so brilliant.
It was so good.
We used it multiple times. I've already forgotten.
Yeah, we moved on. .org. You could even say
.org.
Anyways.
What was it?
It was something good. I would literally have to stop the video to find out.
Well, we're not doing that.
No, we're not doing that. So, just continuing with the this next page is the first panel is old Yakub, and from off panel someone yells Yakub. I think it's the king, and next panel is Yakub saying, "Oh, in quotes, my king." I have to drop something. He's pulling a full J.C. Denton here.
He's next thing you know, he's going to be claiming that there's a bomb. Somewhere. Suddenly there will be a bomb.
Suddenly there's a bomb. There could be.
And that it's a shame.
Well, it is kind of a shame. That's terrible. But anyways, the king says,
the king should go. Maybe the king should try going to get a job.
Maybe you get a job. You can have this soy food. He offers the king some soy food. No, wait. The kings, though, says, order your demons to leave. The demons, of course, being the white devil race. And the next panel is just on the top of the tower, Yakub saying, never. And the next panel is the king saying, I don't understand you. What is it that you want? The crown? And Yakub says, no, brother, I want... And then next page is him saying, revenge, as he kicks the king. The king goes, huh? And the king falls off the top of the tower and falls. And then the last panel of the next page is Yakub with his gigantic brain, of course, sort of looking behind him, and he sees the white devils already standing there all of a sudden. And what happens next?
Yeah, the power of teleportation. Yakub invented teleportation.
Yes. He invented teleportation to give to the white devil race so that they could use to teleport behind him. Very crafty. Of both of them, technically.
The technology was eventually lost.
The tricknology, though, was not lost.
Tricknology. I will never not laugh at tricknology.
Yes. I mean, it sounds silly when you think about it.
It also sounds awesome, but the key thing is that we had a friend who fucking...
I remember that. He apparently
not to say fucking,
was at least slightly familiar with the concept of tricknology. I don't know
Yeah, we'll just try and keep
why.
it at that, actually. We'll try and keep it at that, because you know how people are actually on the hunt for us in real life.
I mean, not that that even means anything, but yeah, just I know what you were thinking about too. Um, Although, but here's the thing: is that if you actually try looking for tricknology, all you're going to find, of course, is the classic story of Yakub. So naturally,
Yeah,
it's funny. There are some things that the internet does forget, which I think is interesting, but a completely different, unrelated topic, which we're not going to even go into.
I'm sure there's some people who would really wish already that the internet would forget.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
Gino.
they're
There are
not.
some things that the internet indeed will not be forgetting, and it's things that.
Or forgiving.
Yes,
They're
yes.
not going to forget. They're not going to forgive either.
Inshallah, also. And speaking of
La
which,
la la.
la la, they did it for the lulls. The but yeah, it looks like Yakub has the upper hand here, but there's a huge plot twist that's about to come into play. But in order to find out, again, you have to stay tuned to Shitty Webcomics. So naturally,
I wouldn't
donate to our
mind actually
subscribe
having this.
star.
How long was this? This was like 10 minutes. We've been making these
No,
extra long in
probably not.
celebration of Yakub and white people.
Yeah, there's actually like an extra long bonus episode of this that we did that is probably only going to be on our subscribe star. I don't know.
It's
I'm
basically
still thinking it
you
over.
should still be covering the actual events of the comic in that one.
We are, yeah, we do, yeah, in that one. But there's
But it's
like
a bonus
just a
episode. We'll
sort
be
of a
covering the same
lost
page
episode
twice.
that is only going to be on our subscribe star. So if you want to check out all the extras, it's not just that though. It's not just about this comic, but there's a lot of deep lore about the stuff that internet people don't want you to know about that is only on our subscribe star. So again, if you want to check that out,
Let me put it
donate,
this subscribe
become
star
PayPeg.
like this. As awesome as this video is, and as much as people are clearly
It's
already
so
loving
good.
it, the subscribe star twice as good.
Maybe merely twice as good is just lowballing it for sure. If anything,
Yeah, you're right.
you know what? I agree with you about me being right. Wow.
I agree with you agreeing with me.
Whoa. That's it's these are starting to pile up. That's pretty good. Anyway, so yeah, again, the whole series of this, by the way, has been already posted to our subscribe star by this point. I know that for sure, even though we haven't even recorded all the episodes yet. But that's how good we are at this. Wow. Who would have thought? There are actually a bunch of other compilation episodes, but again, it's just so much deeper than that. Where there's the compilation episodes of Shitty Webcomics Weekly, but there's a bunch of videos on our subscribe star that are fully exclusive about stuff that other people will be saying years and years ago. It's the old joke, the old saying that has already been proven true, is that you can hear about it from us now, or you can hear about it from Kiwi Farms 5 years later. That's not even a joke. That's actually been proven true. So if you want to check that
Well,
out,
we didn't start saying it until we observed it. It's
yes.
not like it was like, oh, it's a joke, but it turned out to be true. That's just the way we saw things.
Yeah, that
And it's like, oh,
actually has happened. There are multiple instances that we can point to of us saying things years ago that Kiwi Farms was completely clueless about until years later when all of them started talking about it. The
it's
Nick
worse than
Recato
that,
thing is
though.
actually a
If
perfect
you're going to bring
example of
that up,
that.
it's actually worse than that. It's not just that. It's also the fact that they're like indignant about it until suddenly they're like, oh, I guess you guys were right. They attack us.
They
A lot of
come,
people
yeah,
do that.
it's unironically the fucking idea of them crawling back in disgrace to us to admit that we were right. If you want to see what they're crawling back in disgrace to admit that we were right about, check out our subscribe star right now, because you'll see all of it in action.
This is not
And
ego or vanity, but apparently a lot of lesser minds mistake it for that.
yeah, a lot of non-Yakubian minds, if you will.
You're
So
not a true Ebenoid or a true Aryan.
yeah, regain your divinity and donate to
Regain
us.
your right to the what was it? The fucking
your Hyperborean birthright.
Yes, your Hyperborean birthright, the Hyperborean
Yes.
superstate.
I mean, I'm laughing, but it's also unironically true.
I'm laughing in joy.
Yes.
I'm laughing in joy at the thought of rejoining my brothers in the Hyperborean superstate.
But also in smug superiority. There's also
Yes.
There's so many things
The
to
spiritual
enjoy right now. So if you want to be allowed, if you want your free ticket into the Hyperborean superstate, if you want to be allowed through the portal in Antarctica,
if you want to buy your way into the Hyperborean superstate, all it takes is $5.
$5 a month to become a Hyperborean again? Wow. Who would have thought?
To
Sweet.
Regain your birthright, your bloodline.
That sounds pretty cool. To regain what Yakub gave to you as the Hyperborean. Donate to our Subscribe Star. But, of course, for everyone else, should have listened to Shitty Webcomics.